Hello and welcome to Power Mapping. I'm your instructor, Michael Reedy, and today we're going to be focused on power mapping, how to manifest your perfect sphere. Now, before we get into it, I just want to give a little bit of context of where this came from. Previously in my life, I had been involved in classical music as well as political organization. And I've got to give credit where credit is due. There's a wonderful technique that came from Emily's List. Now, any of you that are familiar with the organization, Emily's List is a political nonprofit organization that's dedicated towards getting females elected in our representation in local government, local and national government. Well, Emily is actually an acronym, and it stands for Early Money is Like Yeast. It helps the dough rise, right? And the idea is that Emily's List helps a lot of people who are running for office be able to get donations so that they can fund their campaigns. Now, whether or not we want to get into the specifics of should government or should politics require a whole bunch of money, that's neither here nor there. But one of the things that's great about Emily's List and this understanding of, it helps the dough rise is that for many people who run for office, especially for a very long time, females that were running for office, it was very difficult for them to find early seed money. How do you find donors, or how do you connect donors with potential candidates that might not be familiar with that individual, their track record, or whether or not it's someone that they would want to support? And so Emily's List started this concept of power mapping, being able to maybe make a connection. We've all heard that adage that there's 6 degrees of separation. And in today's day and age, you might look on social media or other things, you realize that you might only be 1 or 2 degrees of separation from a very big player in a particular area or industry. And we want to take that same concept into our business. When I first heard this, I was completely fascinated that, let's say I was running for office and I was looking for the endorsement of the senator of my state. Or, maybe you have a child who is looking to get into a naval academy and needs a recommendation from their local representative. Well, the first thought process is, do I know them? Okay, well, if I don't know them personally, do I know someone who knows them? Maybe I know their chief of staff, or maybe I know one of their legislative aides, or maybe I have a connection with my local representative and my local representative might have a connection with my state senator. See how quickly we're able to go 1, 2, if not 3 degrees away of separation and go, well, maybe if I can have this conversation, it can lead to an introduction, which can then lead to even more opportunities. Well, we want to take that same concept and we're going to apply it to ourselves and our business. So in today's lesson, what we're going to be focused on are a few different segments. One is having a really clear understanding of who is it that I am becoming? What is it that I want my days to look like? What is it that I want the people around me to look like? What are the ways that I want to spend my time, my money, my energy, my thought process? We want to get very, very clear on who it is that we want and the type of lifestyle that we want. Once we know who we're becoming, then we can also make sure that we are including in our daily activities those same habits and are truly becoming the person that has the habits that I'm saying is what I'd like my lifestyle to look like. And then third, we're going to move into the actual power mapping of who are the people that you're associating with, how you can identify those people that you would like to have more in your life. What is it that they're doing, the things that they do in their world, really power mapping out. We're going to map out what that looks like and start to make sure that your daily calendar and your daily activities reflect those things that are going to attract and manifest that ideal sphere.